All right, peeps, today I am talking to those of you that are runners and can't lose weight. So this Facebook Live is going to be about why HIIT works and why running does not when it comes to seeing progress in your weight loss success. So I would say I'd like to start with how I used to run a lot. Hey, Angela, thanks for joining. I used to run a lot. I used to run almost every day. Not every day, but almost every day. And I really enjoyed it, like I mentioned last week on my Facebook Live. And you do see results fairly quickly with running. However, the biggest thing is that they don't last, okay? If you are a runner and that is your sole way of losing weight and being fit, you are not gonna find lasting success, okay, with your weight loss journey. So if you're a runner and your goal is to run a marathon, that's great, and I encourage you to do that. However, if you're a runner and you're doing cardio and you're going to the gym and you're spending time on the elliptical and you're doing all these things to lose weight and you're like, yeah, I got up to 50 minutes or woo, I did 60 minutes. You're gonna be disappointed within a couple weeks because yes, you will see results fairly quickly, but they'll plateau and then you'll stop seeing results. I'm going to get into more why. But if this sounds like you, I really want you to stick around because I know this is a huge issue when it comes to how women train specifically, okay? A lot of us as well that were born in the 80s and then before, we always believed that cardio is the way to lose weight. It was calories in versus calories out, but there's so much more to it than that. And if you want to challenge yourself, I want you to go to a marathon and watch everyone that's running, and not all of them are fit. Some of them are genetically blessed and they're going to be fit, but there is a lot of people that run these marathons that aren't. And they train for months. And a lot of the times they aren't fit is because they've reached that plateau. Okay? So I can get more into running after and I can explain some things, especially if you guys have some questions. But let's start by saying that I used to be a runner. I used to run a lot. And at this time, I found that, yes, I would see results quick, but I also plateaued. And then I started to gain weight. So some people will be like pulling their hair out and be like, why am I running all the time or doing cardio on the elliptical or whatever and not losing weight? And I had the same frustrations, okay? So I get it, I understand. You specifically find weight around the stomach area. And that seems to be where people hold it when they're doing a lot of cardio to lose weight, which can be so frustrating because you're working so hard, but you're not seeing results. So, I used to run a lot. I used to hop on the treadmill and run sometimes quick miles, but typically I would run a long distance. I would run from 30 to 60 minutes, okay? And I enjoyed it. I got a lot of mental release from it. It was good. I felt very accomplished at the end. And so it had those mental benefits, but it didn't have the physical benefits I was looking for. And that didn't happen until I introduced HIIT training. So HIIT training is high intensity interval training. And if you do Royally Fit online or you do any of our classes, that's what you're gonna find that we do now. So high intensity interval training is basically going at your highest intensity for a certain amount of time that's typically not that long and that's paired with a quick rest period. So typically this can be in 50 seconds on, 10 seconds rest. Or it could be a Tabata style, so 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest. You can modify it to be whatever way you want. It could be 30 on, 30 off, you kind of play around with it, but basically you're going at full speed for 30 seconds, 50 seconds, whatever it is, and then you're taking a moment to rest. The beauty of it is that your workouts can be made from 60 minutes to 20 minutes. It's rare that I do a full 30-minute HIIT training without stopping. Because when you're going hard, you can't do that much. And the beauty is that I actually see way more results, and I have continued to see results, not only in how my body responds to the workouts and how it has changed its shape, but also in my endurance and my strength. So there's a lot more benefits to it as well. And for those of you that continue to want to run marathons, it's amazing for you guys. So for any of you that really enjoy running, I don't want to discourage you from running, but I do want to encourage you to incorporate HIIT training into your routine because you're going to reduce your chances of hitting that plateau. In fact, you're not going to hit a plateau, and you're going to increase your speed, you're going to increase your endurance, decrease your time if you're running a marathon, and then, hey Tara, And then you're also, you're gonna be seeing like muscle mass, and that's what you want. So when it comes to HIIT training, you're getting your cardio. Like when you're going super hard at an exercise, you're going at your highest intensity for you that day, and that can vary day to day. You are doing cardio. Your heart's gonna be like boom, 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 boom. And then that's your cardio. And then at the same time, you're gonna be doing weight bearing type stuff. So weight lifting, or whether that be jump squats or bicep curls or whatever for that allotted time you have, you're also gonna be gaining muscle. Because you're doing the weight bearing, but also here's the big reason why you want to do HIIT training compared to just sticking to, say, long distance running. You have two different muscle fibers, okay? You have slow twitch and you have fast twitch. When you use slow twitch muscle fibers, that's what you use for the long distance running, okay? And that's great. But when you use fast twitch muscle fibers, that's where you're using the whole muscle, okay? Most of the muscle, more than 50% of it. And then you're going to be gaining muscle mass. You're going to be reducing your body fat. So you want to use your fast twitch muscle fibers if you want to gain muscle. So an interesting study that came out by, I think it was the American Sports Association. It was an 8-week study or 12-week study, just to give you an idea. And you had half the group that did long distance running for 30 minutes, just like steady pace cardio. And then you had the other half of the study that did HIIT training. And they only actually did it for 20 minutes, I believe. So that's where they kind of like went up in intensity and down, up and down. So both groups lost weight, okay? And they actually lost about the same amount of weight. But here's the really interesting fact, is that the group that was running actually lost a pound of muscle. So you're actually losing muscle while you're running and you're trying to be fit. That's kind of counterintuitive. You shouldn't be working out and losing muscle, right? But that group was. And a group that was doing the high intensity interval training actually gained 2 pounds of muscle. So they lost the same amount of weight, but this group, the high intensity interval training, actually gained 2 pounds of muscle. And what's wonderful about that is every pound of muscle you gain, of lean muscle mass, it doesn't mean you have to be like super jacked or anything, you actually burn 50 to 100 calories extra per day at rest doing nothing. Okay, so you want to be in this high intensity interval training group. So it's wonderful because you can gain lean muscle and you can burn those extra calories, but you're not going to hit a plateau. You're going to see amazing increases in your endurance and decreases in your time if you are a runner. You're going to see like some muscle growth. You're going to see muscle strength increase. Like you have so many more benefits of doing high intensity interval training. But here's what I love about it most, and why I'm hooked, and I don't think I will ever be unhooked on HIIT training, is that it's completely doable and manageable. Okay, there's no excuse not to get up and do a 10-minute workout. So you could pick, 2 exercises that you want to go back and forth between for 50 seconds on and 10 seconds off. You could do really intense 50-second jump squats, take 10 seconds off. Then you could do really intense 50 seconds, come down and do mountain climber, say, or push-ups, something like that, and then take 10 seconds off. Alternate between these 5 times each. Boom, you're going to burn calories during that workout, and then you're going to continue to burn calories after that workout. Anybody can do 10 minutes of workout, and you can do HIIT training wherever you want, in your bare feet, in your bedroom. You can do it while you're watching TV. Like, you don't have to, plop on your shoes and go for a run or hit a treadmill. It's so manageable in our busy lives to fit in HIIT training. And the amazing thing is that you will actually see more benefits from it. So that's why I HIIT train. And for any of you that are watching and are massive cardio goers, I really want you to reconsider why running a marathon and only training with running is your goal. Because what is it doing for you physically and on a health wise? Like your heart is gonna be, if the HIIT training is working your fast twitch muscle fibers, which is using the whole muscle, okay, not just around 50% of it, why wouldn't you want to work that? Because your heart's a muscle. So you're going to be getting more benefits from that on a cardiovascular benefit and benefit side than you are going to be doing just like the steady pace cardio running style, right? So I really want you guys to reconsider. For those of you, I'm not trying to discourage you from not wanting to run a marathon, but for those of you that that's your main focus and that's how you lose weight, you want to do cardio and hit the pavement and run some marathons, but you don't really incorporate any HIIT training or weightlifting, weight bearing type exercises, you're going to be doing yourself a disservice because you're going to be losing muscle. And a great way to visualize this is to think of a long distance runner and think of a sprinter. Okay, so think about the Olympics and think about a long distance runner and think about a sprinter. Think about what the long distance runners' bodies look like. Okay, some people might want that aesthetically, and if that's your thing, that's fine. But think about a sprinter. Okay, way shorter amount of time. You're sprinting for like sometimes what, like 8 seconds or something, and then you have long distance runners that are going for like 2 hours. Look at how ripped and fit the sprinters are. Like, they have incredible shape to their body. They have amazing muscle tone. They're super lean, and they're doing it in a quick amount of time, and they're increasing their muscle mass, which means that they're burning calories for a long time even after they're done their workout, which is similar to HIIT training. So typically when you're doing, like a long distance running or steady pace cardio, you're only burning calories during that exercise. When you do HIIT training or something similar to it, you're burning calories during, but you're also burning calories up to 48 hours after while your body recuperates from that workout. Okay, so while you've broken down your muscle fibers, and while those muscle fibers build back up, you're burning calories doing it. And while your body's coming back to like that state that it was pre-exercise, you're burning calories while you're doing that. Like, there's every reason to want to do HIIT training. So that's kind of my take, and I don't see myself ever going back to being a runner, although I saw benefits from it on like an emotional level. I don't think I would see my body going back there because it was hard on my joints. You know, my knees were sore, my back was sore because my hips were always tight, and I did not see the benefits on a physical level in my strength and in my shape and everything like I do with HIIT training. And I basically slashed my time that I spent in the gym, let's say, oh, this is my gym right here, by, oh my God, probably like 80%. Like, I went from working out like, an hour almost every day to only working out 3 to 4 times for, 15 to 30 minutes a week. And it's wonderful because now, especially as a mom, I don't know how I would fit that kind of time and spent into working out in my day. I don't know how I would do it. Like, it would be impossible and it would be very discouraging. So that's why I'm saying one of the beautiful things about doing HIIT training is that it is completely accessible in our really busy lives, baby or not. We're all busy, we're go, go, go all the time. And there's no reason that you can't just like fit in a quick 14-minute HIIT training workout and see massive gains. Not gains as in like you're gonna get ripped, but like massive gains. Like, you're still gonna see muscle. It's gonna be lean muscle, and you're gonna lose belly fat especially. You're gonna lose body fat. And I can't say enough good things about it, but I will continue talking, but I see some people having questions come through. So let me go back and see. Does HIIT help with weight loss plateaus? Adrian, yes, it does, massively. So if, Adrian, you happen to be a runner and you've hit a plateau, which a lot of runners do, they hit a plateau, not necessarily in their time and like decreasing their time if they're running a marathon, sometimes a little bit, but they will hit a plateau and seeing their body change. And yeah, if you incorporate HIIT training, even in like 2 times a week, you will see that plateau go away. All right, so if you like really focus in even just 15, 30 minutes, you give it hard for the HIIT training, two times a week, 3 times a week. If you're a runner, even if you're not a runner, you'll get over that plateau for sure. Yep, that's so true. Never really thought of that before. Not sure what part I was at there, Michelle, but thank you for the comment. Look at all these people popping on. There's Kate Stock and Nicole, Aaron, who just had a baby. Thank you so much for popping on. You should have a timer on the screen so we can do HIIT workouts while you're watching. That would be wonderful. But a lot of the times when I put stuff up on my Instagram, which is also fed through Facebook, it's all HIIT. Like last night wasn't a HIIT, but like it probably only took me 8 minutes to do, 10 minutes to do that really quick workout that I posted yesterday while my dinner was cooking. And that's all it took to kind of get, my heart rate up and my energy up and just feeling good in general. And it's like a HIIT type style, but HIIT is where it's at. And you really plan your workouts around how much time you had. You're like, okay, you know what? Shit, I only have 10 minutes, so let's plan a really intense 10-minute workout. I have a little bit more time today, let's do 30 minutes. And if you're a beginner, you might want to take longer breaks. So like your work period would be for 40 seconds and then your rest period would be for 20. You can really modify it and customize it to be your own. But the idea is high intensity interval training. So you're going at your own intensity for that day. So, and that can be different every day for different people, but the idea is that for that time, you're going full out. And if you were to take me back to the gym like 8-10 years ago, like I was talking about last week, when I used to, you know, do some cardio and then I would lift weights and then I would do cardio again. And like, I wasn't working hard enough, right? I thought I was, and I thought I was doing everything right, but I wasn't working hard enough. If you're not burnt out and these like, you know, 10, 15, 30-minute intervals, you're not going hard enough. Just go hard and then make it feel like it was like 60 minutes long and then you're doing it right. Let's see who else is on here. April Patch, Adrian, my pleasure, no problem. About the comparison between long distance runners and sprinters. Yes, the comparison is huge. Like that's the best way to give the visual on how differently that affects your body. But for those people that really enjoy long distance running, I just really encourage you to include some HIIT training in, because you'll decrease your injuries and you'll increase your cardiovascular capacity, which means that you'll be able to go longer, harder, and meet your times better. Love it. Thank you so much for watching. Is there any other questions about, last week I felt like, you know, I wanted to talk about how I went from thick to thin, and, you know, I talked about how my training went from like often 6 days a week for an hour at a time down to 3 or 4 days a week at 15 to 30 minutes, but I didn't really get into like the details of why those workouts became so much more effective for me. So I thought I kind of wanted to do a follow-up, because last week's Facebook Live ended up being an hour, so I didn't want to get into too much more, but I hope that kind of covers any questions some of you may have and answer why we do HIIT training. So that's why we do what we do. Like it's, you know, our online videos are super quick and super efficient. It's really rare you're gonna see one more than 20 minutes. When you do our classes, we make them 45 minutes because we have to account for people coming in. We're gonna warm up, we're gonna go hard. We have to explain the exercises, give modifications, make modifications for people that are actually doing the exercises, and then take time to stretch and stuff. So, but your active work time is typically only around 30 minutes. So it's like really go hard for 30 minutes, and then the other time is spent, you know, maybe doing a little bit of bum work at the end and some stretching, so it's a little bit taking it down a notch. But yeah, if you could still go after that amount of time, like people that tell me that they come to my class and still want to go out and like work out after, I want to be like, and like wring their neck. Like, you did not push hard enough then. You didn't. Because no matter what exercise I give you, that could be, let's say jump squats, for example. You could go like so hard at jump squats, like you don't want to puke, but you almost feel like you want to puke, but you don't puke because that's never a goal of mine. But you could also get the person that's just kind of like, right? Or you could be like, boom, and like taking it up as high as you can. So that's where the intensity comes in. If you're doing this, then no, maybe you want to go work out after because you didn't go to your intensity. So you have to make it intense. And then you save yourself so much time. And then for those people that are like, I don't have time to meal prep, I get it, we're busy, but when you decrease the stress of, you know, having to invest all this time in your exercise and you're working out to be fit, you can also implement the perfect complement, which is healthy eating, and then balance in your life, because being healthy also means spending time with your loved ones and having downtime. And then that's another thing I should mention, is that when you do HIIT training and you only do it 3 to 4 times a week, which is basically ideal in my opinion, you don't really want to do it too much more. You can have an active rest, but you don't want to do too much more high intensity interval training, because the rest time is where all the awesome work comes in. When your muscles are rebuilding and your body's recouping back to that pre-workout state, that's when all the awesome work comes in. If you don't give yourself time to do that, that's when you find out that you're overtraining, you're increasing your injury, you're not seeing changes in your body, you're hitting that plateau, you're tired. Like, that's why you need to rest. So save yourself lots of time. Give yourself the gift of, being able to meal plan and spend time with your loved ones, because you're not obsessing over, hitting the pavement for 60 minutes and, putting stress on your joints and all these things. Like, just work out smarter and harder, but don't work out longer. So, train hard because it's intense, but work out smart. Like, you don't have to be working out all the time to see results. And I think you'll be really happy with the extra time you have and the changes you see in your body and the changes that you deserve to see, because you're working out smarter and you're giving your body time to rest. Because it really saddens me when I hear women that do cardio all the time and they're not seeing results, because I understand the frustration. Because that was me once. Like, I did so much cardio and I'd be like, why am I not losing weight? In fact, why am I gaining weight? And I was overdoing it on the cardio. I hit my plateau. I was increasing my stress. I was decreasing my immune system, increasing my injuries. Not to mention, my appetite was out of control. That's another beauty/beautiful thing about doing HIIT training, is I find that the appetite can be a lot more controlled. You feel in control, but when you're doing that steady pace cardio a lot, I could have ate the whole fridge when I was doing that. Mind you, I was also exercising for 60 minutes compared to this, but I find my appetite is a lot more in control, which is a really nice feeling to have, that you are in control of your food rather than obsessing it, because you're not eating enough calories for that caloric burn that you're doing for the really long workouts constantly. So let me see if there's any more questions. Hey Ash, the HIIT workouts totally changed my mindset. Saves time and see massive results. It's insane. I know, Julie, I don't know if you watched last week, but I talked about you. Julie was the one I mentioned that's lost, what was it, like 12 or 14 inches in your first month of Royally Fit Online, which is incredible. That's over a foot off your body. That's amazing. And that was only doing 3 workouts a week. So perfect example that, like, you can do some serious work. I always see your Instagram stories at work and want you to get up and do it. Oh, you know what? Leslie, that would be very interesting. You should go in the back where you have some more space, and then call everyone over and get them to do a quick little 10-minute workout, and I bet you the energy will go up there. Everyone will seem happier. You'll have less people skipping work because they feel like crap, and and you'll be a pro star. You'll be their instructor. Tara, how many exercises are you doing during each workout? Once again, like, you can really modify it, Tara. So that really depends on you. So for example, if I was gonna do a 10-minute one, I'd probably only pick 2 exercises to go back and forth between, just to make it really quick and simple. But if I was gonna do a 20-minute one, like yesterday, I think it was, or today for example, I did a Tabata workout. So I did the 20 seconds on and 10 seconds off. I actually did 10 exercises. So I picked 10 exercises and I did them all consecutively, and I did for 20 seconds, 10 seconds off, 20 seconds, 10 seconds off, 20 seconds, 10 seconds off, and I ended up only going through those 4 times instead of 8, which is the typical Tabata. But so you modify it, and then on Monday I picked 5 exercises and then I did them 4 times through. So that was my 20-minute workout. So you just kind of vary it depending on your mood for the day and what you feel like doing. I love the shortness of the HIIT workouts. I seriously could never go back to 1 hour at the gym. No one has time for that shit. Yeah. What was that really funny thing, Kate? It came out a couple years ago. It was on like a YouTube, and they were like, I ain't got no time for that. And that's the way I feel about like how much time I used to spend at the gym. Like, it's kind of sad when I think about it, because you're spending so much time at the gym and you're not getting the results that you want, and you're spending time driving there and then driving back or having a shower there. It ends up being 2 hours. Where seriously, you can go to our class or do an online training or just pick your own workout at home, do it in the comfort of your own home, and like sometimes I do it in my underwear, or sometimes I have like my gross sweats on and it doesn't matter, and I get it done in like 15 minutes. I can do it, I've even done it while my bath is running. Yep, that's how quick it can be. And like there's really no excuses then to not work out, because you make it so accessible and so realistic. So I'm glad that you're on the same page as me. But I didn't doubt that, because you've been a Royally Fitter for quite a few years now, which I thank you for. It almost seems too good to be true. I know. I agree, Katrina, but you just started. So, and you're feeling it. Like, we were just talking today and you said you're feeling the workout that you did of Nicole's on Monday. So, and that was short. So it's not too good to be true. Think about how efficient that was, but your body's still responding, right? Your body's responding. Sandra, I love spin. And you know what? Spin is more like sprinting. So spin is great. And as an example, I used to be an spin instructor, and I was instructing twice a week. And when I was instructing, I would actually do the class with them. And my legs were 2 inches bigger because of muscle, because I was like really like, it's the interval training. Like you know, if you're into spin, you understand that, like, you know, you'll go hard, you'll put the intensity up, and then you ease off, and then you stand up and you go hard, and then you sit down, and that's interval training. So if you want to do cardio, you can do cardio in interval training style. It's just that steady pace stuff, like going outside and running, that's not going to do it for you. But if you want to go outside for a run, hit a track, sprint as hard as you can for 20 seconds, slow down, catch your breath, go for a run again, sprint again. Like, that's still interval training, so you're going to get the results you want. So don't give up on your spin. It's pretty incredible, and it's not, if you have the bike set up properly, it's not intense and detrimental to your joints like running can be. I love the little Instagram extras you throw out there. Good, Amanda, I'm happy you do. So they're fun for me too, and you know what? You guys help to keep me motivated. So like yesterday was a perfect example of that. Like my mother-in-law came over so I could do some computer work, and I spent the whole day sitting at the computer, and I find that makes you feel more lazy when you're sitting down a lot. So I was like, you know what, screw this. I need to get up and I need to do something for Instagram, because I hadn't done anything yet that day because my day was pretty boring. And so I did it, and so I'm glad that it helped me and it helped you. I always want to vomit after your class. You know that secretly makes me happy. I don't want you to vomit, but you know I love how much you push in class and how it hurts you secretly. Antoinette, you never pop on here. Hey, how's it going? And Pamela, Kristen, Brittany who's about to have a baby. Brittany, I'm coming to see you tomorrow. This is awesome. Climbing stairs while I watch. Good for you, Antoinette. Let's see if there's any other questions. Thanks, you make me feel very happy. I really love your workouts. Thanks, Sandra, and thanks so much for watching and commenting, and yeah, and just being a Royally Fit follower and being badass. Is there any other questions that I missed or that you guys have? This is why we HIIT. This is why we HIIT. Is there anything else that you guys want me to make straightforward? Any questions? Any random questions about anything? I'm here to answer. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No? Okay. So this is why we HIIT, and this is why we HIIT, and this is why we don't run. So I thank you very much for watching. That was a much quicker live video. What time is it? Oh, 8:30. Shit, that was actually about 30 minutes. Man, I can talk. I even got myself a tea so I could chill with you guys for a while. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. As always, guys, I will come back on here for the next 24 hours and check out if you guys have any questions or anything. And yeah, thank you. Make sure you stay tuned for the next couple days, because we have some specials coming out for our Royally Fit stuff for Canada Day sale. Okay, so enjoy your evening. Oh wait, there's another question. What? How am I missing all these? I love weights. Can you do, what does BOTG mean, Sandra? What does that mean? Oh, can you do both? Sorry, I see underneath. Yeah, absolutely you can do both. It's a great compliment. And so if you want to do weights, anything that's weight bearing, it's going to increase your lean muscle, and you're going to burn the calories for the 48 hours after. So it's great. So if you want to lift weights and do like the weight bearing type exercises, which HIIT incorporates, but if you want to do like the slower type versions to really like build your muscle, then go ahead and then complement it with this. That's fantastic. Wait, see you tomorrow. Don't leave. What kind of tea do you drink? It's just black tea. There's nothing special about it. It's just black. I think this is Tetley one. Oh no, this one's from the Superstore. It's just the President's Choice brand. Delicious. So, any other questions? No? Sorry, I missed those. I almost got off on you guys. But yeah, so thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. And I can't wait to chat next week. Let me know what you want to chat about next week because I have not picked a topic yet. And I might just do a Q&A. I would love to come on here and have you guys throw questions at me that don't even have to be fitness and health related. They can be, and you can get nitty gritty. I'm like disgustingly honest, so you can ask me whatever. But if you're interested in that, let me know. Comment below, and that's what I'll plan. And if you have another idea of a topic, comment below, and that's what I'll plan for next week or upcoming week. So still Wednesday at 8 p.m. And hey, Katie, so nice to see you. But I'm popping off now, so I'm sorry. But, oh, I'm going to burp. Excuse me. You're welcome. Have a great week, guys. Bye. Oh, short week. Bye.